Remember, across the company, we're going to be writing lots of behavioral statements. So it's possible to say, hey, it is someone's behavioral statement to go get Josh to ride for the first time. It's someone else's behavioral statement to get Matt to take his incremental next ride. Reuse can be very different than customer acquisition or first use. That's okay. We can parcel those out. The point of a behavioral statement is to allow us to create that kind of clarity, because that's going to unlock something really powerful in your organization. Every single one of us wants to come to work and do our work with autonomy. We want to be able to make choices about the things that we do. The only way for that to actually work inside of an organization is for there to be accountability, for us to say, hey, how do I know if Matt is doing his job correctly or not? The best way to do that is by setting an objective outcome that Matt can decide how he's going to accomplish. That's what behavioral statements allow us to do. Because they set accountability, they allow for autonomy. And that's why specific measurement is so important, that someone can own a space and we can change different variables to create different size spaces. So if you imagine them trickling down inside of an organization, if we said to the CMO, your job is to get people to download the app, far down, here's Matt. He's the summer intern. We can say, Matt, your job is to get a very specific target audience, women in Michigan, to download the app. Very specific target audience that, is smaller than the overall thing that the CMO owns, but that Matt can have ownership of and pursue in a dignified way. Accountability and autonomy allow for dignified work that still lets an organization function. We can pivot off target audience. We can pivot off specific limitations. We can pivot off individual behaviors, download things from the store, from the app store versus through a link. We can be very careful about the smaller pieces that we do. And that's really what management and leadership is. It's that setting and orchestration of accountabilities. So behavioral statements help us be better managers by being very clear about what are the accountabilities that I'm passing to the people underneath me and how I'm going to protect and preserve their autonomy.